Mornings, my favorite part of the day, and I love to start it with a cup of coffee. Let's give it an 8. Let's get this going. I love my coffee bar. She don't want to wake up. Listen to that. Oh, there she goes. Whoop, fogging up my camera. Fabric, patterns, this is what's on my cutting table that I'm going to show you today. Hi everyone, welcome to So Lovely with Grace. If you're new here, I'm Grace. If you're returning, welcome back. Good morning. Ooh. Oh, my Keurig makes a delicious cup of coffee. Yes, she does. So, today I have a lot to share with you. Did you see that big pile of fabric on my cutting table? Yeah, I know. It's getting out of hand, so I got to show you what I have in mind, and I got to start sewing into that big mess. But also, I want to talk about this pattern, this tried and true McCalls 6563 top that you can make in no time, in less than 2 hours. Fanny's wearing it and I'm wearing it. I'm wearing a different view, so I'm going to talk about that. But first, let's do the giveaway. Last week's pattern, let's see, here we go here. It's a McCalls shirt dress. Look at that, how beautiful. And I'll be giving this away today. I'm going to spin for the winner. We had 39 entries. So more chance to win there. The question of the week was, do you name your machines or anything else in your sewing room? I thought that was a fun question, and it was very interesting and fun to hear your names of your machines. People do name them, believe it or not. Now, I, on the other hand, I don't name my machines. I have baby locks, and each baby lock has its own name. Not just a number, but a name. So I don't do that, but I do name my dress form. I did name her, and her name is Fanny. And why did I name her Fanny? Can you take a guess? Well, let's turn her around and I'll show you. Fanny has a tush. So I thought that was a perfect name for her. Fanny and I have been together for over a decade, and she needs a little oil. You know, we need a little sprucing up once in a while, so I'll have to do that later. But yeah, I name her Fanny. She's my dress form, and I had other subscribers name their dress forms too. So let's go to the wheel and spin for the winner of this McCalls shirt dress. Here are all the entries. There were 39, and I imported them into Wheel of Names. Here's the wheel. And as you can see, there's 39 entries, more chance to win. I'm going to shuffle twice. We got 1 shuffle, 2 shuffle. Here we go. Okay, who's going to win this pattern? It's LA Little Ant 1977. How exciting! Congratulations! Again, congratulations, LA Little Ant 1977. You're the winner of this beautiful shirt dress pattern. And if I recall your comment about naming machines, you said you were going to name your machine after me. Oh, that's so touching. Thank you. Congratulations. Please send me your contact information because I want to ship this pattern out to you right away. Please send it to solovellywithgrace@gmail.com, and be sure to put this pattern name and number, this is the McCalls M8449 pattern, in the subject of the email, so hopefully it will avoid my spam folder. And now let's talk about the fabric haul. I have a lot of fabric I've accumulated. Now this has started before the liquidators took over JoAnns. I have not bought one shred of fabric from JoAnns since the liquidators took over, because every time I walked in there I was disappointed at the sales. And now I went a week ago and there was nothing I cared about, but there was some pieces that I bought before the liquidators took over, right before then, and they've been sitting in my stash since then, and I haven't showed you yet because there wasn't a lot, and I've accumulated from other sources. So in this haul I have fabric from Hobby Lobby, the Sewing Studio in Lady Lake, and also from my quilt group. They know I make garments and they are so generous that they give me fashion fabric. So let me show you what I got. And don't forget, after the haul I will be talking about my top. And also, please stick around till the end because I'll have a new giveaway for next week with a new question of the week. So the first source was my quilt group. Two ladies from my quilt group gave me garment fabric, and this first one is from Anne Marie. She's in Rainbow Quilts quilt group. Look at that. She put it in a bag and she tied up each piece with ribbon. It was like a gift. She said, "Grace, I would like to give you some fabric." And I was like, "Sure, Anne Marie, you're so thoughtful." So look at this one. This one looks like a lot of fun. She had a little bow on it. How sweet. So this is like a glittery knit, like a spandex, like a swimwear. I think you could make a yoga top, yoga pants, or a swimsuit. I pulled out this pattern. This is a butterick pattern that I've never sewn up. Let me get it out of my bag here. Butterick 6458. And what I was thinking of is making view A right here out of the stretchy fabric, and then maybe some black leggings. That would be cool for this fabric. Now, she tied it up so neat. I'm going to untie it. Actually, I think I'm going to need scissors. So I'm going to cut this and I'm going to open it up because I haven't done that yet. So I got my scissors. These are the Singer Pros. I love these. I'm going to cut this ribbon. It's so pretty, but I want to open it. So let me gently get in here. Okay. All right. What'd you get me, Anne Marie? Look at this. Oh. Oh my goodness. Very nice. I love it. There's over a yard here. I'm not going to unfold it all, but I just want to show you the colors. Black, blue, this beautiful summery lime green, and this beautiful shimmery glitter in there. It's very nice. I love it. Look at that. How fun is that? And there's definitely more than a yard here. I'm not gonna, well, I guess I could open it. It's just so neatly folded. And it calls for 1 1/8 yards for that top. I think it would be perfect. I definitely want to sew it up. So Anne Marie, thanks for that first one. Let's move on. Now we have, these are all knits it looks like. Look at this polka dot black fabric. How cute is that? It looks very party, very festive. Again, got my good scissors. These are wonderful. Cutting this ribbon again, and wow, this is so cute. Looks like she started serging it. Oh, I don't know, not much here, but it is cute. Don't know what to do with this, but thank you, Anne Marie, I love it. And the last one she gave me, oh, this is my favorite. This blue velvet. Okay, I have an idea for this one. Okay, wow, this is pretty. I don't know if I'm going to have enough for a top, but it's beautiful because I was thinking of this top and shortening it. New Look 6577. It matches perfectly, right on the mark, but I don't know if I have enough. But thanks again. And now I have some fabric from another quilter, Pam. She gave me this. Oh, this is dreamy. Look at this. It's like a taffeta. It's red, perfect for Valentine's Day or Christmas. It's all tied up neatly. I don't want to take it out. It's not sheer, okay? It's opaque, but it is beautiful. Now, just a little something I want to tell you. I placed an order with Simplicity, I don't know, the beginning of the month. It took like 5 days till they ship it. And now it's finally shipped. And I got a pattern, a couple of patterns I'm thinking to make with this fabric. It's like a dress and a little kind of jacket with it. So we'll see. But yeah, thank you, Pam, for this gorgeous, there must be, I don't know how many yards in here, probably 8 yards. Looks like a full bolt. So now I'm going to go to the cutting table and grab the next batch. Now these next two pieces are coordinating fabrics, and I got them from the Sewing Studio in Lady Lake, Florida. Look at this coral color. We have this pattern one. It's the exact same fabric. It's a knit. It's like a cotton knit, jersey knit, whatever you want to call it. And I coordinated it with this solid coral. And I got this at the Sewing Studio. I went to their class. They had a class making a dress, and I'm in the process of finishing this dress. How cute, this two-tone dress. Of course, the middle I have those fabrics with the circles, and I'm working on it right now, so it's in process. Let me just show you what I have going on here. I have the neckband complete. I did the armbands. And I think it came out great. It has the zipper. So you will be seeing this in an upcoming video. I need to finish it. I need to work on the hem. I got to do that on my cover stitch. But this is a great fabric. Both of them are. And what's interesting about this project is this pattern calls for wovens. It's not a knit pattern. Also, there's no armbands there or a neckband. So that was a cute twist on it. And what I learned, you probably know this, I didn't know it, I'm always learning with sewing, is that you can get a knit pattern and you can, a woven pattern like this one that's meant for wovens, and you could use knit fabric. But if you have a pattern that calls for knits, unless specified, you cannot use it for a woven. That's so interesting. It's just the way the pattern's cut and the sizing and everything. So. And also, with a woven pattern, if you do use a knit, you can size down. So I learned a lot in that class, and I'm always learning with sewing. That's what I love it. So I got those at the Sewing Studio. I also have one more fabric I got at the Sewing Studio. I do not have plans for it. It's absolutely stunning, and I had to get it. And I got the whole thing off the bolt. There was 3.5 yards, and I said, I'll take it all. Look at this knit fabric. It's like a tan with white, what looks like embroidery. I absolutely love this. It's raised. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like it's embroidered. Okay? It's stunning. And it's like a creamy beige. I don't know what it shows up there in the color, but it's a beautiful floral pattern. Now, the wrong side shows, of course, all this white inside. So you got to be careful what you make with it because it's going to show. But I got 3.5 yards of this. I'm in love, and I'm definitely going to sew it up. I don't know what I'm going to sew it up with, but that's what I got from the Sewing Studio. Now I'm going to show you what I got from Hobby Lobby. I noticed that Hobby Lobby carries really nice fur fabric. And if you recall, I made this pattern. I made the jacket, the shorter one, from a Hobby Lobby fabric in a previous video, and I was really happy with it, except I want to make a large. That was a medium, it fit just right, and I should have made a large. But now I want to make a coat the long coat here with this McCalls pattern out of this Hobby Lobby fabric, this fur fabric. I just picked it up. Look at this. I think I got 3.5 yards here. I don't want to make a big mess, but isn't that beautiful? This is Hobby Lobby, and this is the inside. And what I'm going to do when I make it is mark from the inside and cut from the inside. I don't know what I was thinking when I made that jacket, but it was a big mess. So it won't be as messy. Still has a tag here. And I'm excited about it. Of course, that's down in the fall, in the winter, when I plan on making it. But I'm making a coat with this, definitely. And hopefully I'll put inside seam pockets, because unfortunately this McCalls pattern does not have pockets, and that is bizarre. What coat doesn't have pockets? So that's what I got at Hobby Lobby. Now I'm going to show you what I got at Joann's. Like I said, the Joann Fabrics that I got here were before the liquidators took over. I just had it and never got around to showing you. I just bought it because it was in the clearance section, and I have some ideas for it. So let me show you what I got. This first is a houndstooth. It's like a wool looking type of fabric, and I really liked it. It was in the clearance. I picked it up, like I said, and I thought I would do this new look jacket, the View A that the model's wearing with the fringe. I just love it with jeans like that. That is so casual and dressy at the same time, because houndstooth is pretty elegant. And it has a neutral color. It would go with anything, so I thought that was a good fabric pairing. This next one, I don't know, I just bought it because it looked fun for the summer. It's a swimsuit fabric. Look at that, shimmery, all different colors. I just thought, you know what, why not? I could pick that up. I like this, I don't know where my Vogue pattern went, but let me grab it and I'll show you which one I'm talking about. I made it in the past. Vogue 9192, I made this in the past. I think it was last summer. It was View C, the off-the-shoulder view with the big ring here. That's the view I want to make with that swimsuit fabric. It's so beautiful. This is a great pattern, very easy. I have a video on that too. So this next fabric is another knit. Oh my God, knits are my favorite. This is a real stretchy knit, but look at this pattern. The roses, look at these flowers and stems, and it's black, but it has like this gold shimmery border on the flower print. Do you see that? It's beautiful. I had to pick it up. I think it's 2.5 yards. I did not have a pattern for it because I don't know what I'm going to make. You know, you see fabric you love, you just get it. And this is a gorgeous, oh my gosh. If you have any ideas for this one, I'm up for it, because I know these are fallish winter pattern fabrics, but you know, I just get fabric when I see it. It doesn't have to have a season. And now this last one from Joann's, from my haul today, is another knit. Did you guess? This is a double brush knit poly and another floral, but this one's more for summer or spring. This color scheme here and these flowers, this is a double brush knit poly, and the inside is white, so you really got to watch the reverse. It's so soft, it's so buttery, but it's not sheer, which is, you know, awesome. And the pattern I'm thinking of, it's kind of daring in the back, but I like View C. You know why I like it? Because it has a statement zipper. It's long. I'm not talking short. We're talking long here. Probably at calf length. Has a statement zipper. This is cute too, but I would make it long. So either one of these backs, these have the ring backs, the little D-rings. But I like this big statement zipper. I think that's very fun. Look at the line drawings on this one. So I was thinking of that for that double brush knit poly. So that's my fabric haul. Now I want to talk about this top. I made it again. And you know, when you have a tried and true, something that you can make quickly and you could throw it on that evening or the next day, that's what I'm up for. So this is the pattern. This is an amazing pattern if you can get your hands on it. I had to get this online. I think it was Etsy. But this is 6563. I cut a medium, 2 pieces on the bias. So let me get to the cutting table and show you what I did. And then I'm going to talk about these gorgeous buttons that I got. Look at those. These are vintage buttons. Okay. I pulled this pattern out because spring is here and I want to make some quick tops, and I love this cowl design. Last year I made what she's wearing, view A, and I want to make now view C with these tabs on the shoulders. It's the same view, but it has these tabs. And in my stash I have this crinkle, it looks like a crinkle crepe. I got this at Hobby Lobby about a year ago, and I just want to make a quick top so I can throw it on. And this is the pattern pieces. There are 2. You have number 1, which is the front, and then number 2 is the back, and then you got the tab right here. You just cut 2 of these. This is cut on the bias. There's no fold, so this will be really quick to cut up and sew. And when I made this pattern, the view C, I thought I want to put buttons on the shoulders because it was too plain. And I immediately thought of my subscriber Elaine Winterstein, and she sent me these 2 boxes of vintage buttons, and she wrote a handwritten note in each box. Look at that. And she has these buttons in here, all nicely wrapped, and it's just wonderful. Look at these buttons. Oh, I love these green ones. They're so 70s retro. And these ones, oh, how beautiful. These floral buttons. Just all these buttons are absolutely beautiful. But I found these ones that match this fabric perfectly. Look at that. Unbelievable. So I'm so excited to use these. I want to use her buttons because they are gorgeous. But I'm definitely going to sew these on. Thank you, Elaine. Now the top is finished, and it has the little tabs at the shoulders. So there's a tab here, and there's one here, and that's view C. View C right there with the tabs. I have the cowl draped just like the model's wearing. So it has a little crossover here in the dip. So I made it as designed. I just think it looks too plain with those tabs, and I want to add buttons. I think these buttons that I got from Elaine Winterstein, she's a subscriber. She sent me some vintage buttons. Look at that. And the color, I think just adding the buttons on the shoulders will make a big difference. Let me show you the back. Oops, it needs a little oil. Fanny, you need some oil. So it has a little dip in the back. It's finished with bias tape. And I like the little frilliness that the fabric forms on this design. So yeah, that's how it looks. She looks really good. I'm going to go outside and model it for you. But I want to put the buttons on first. And then it'll be finished. This is such a drapey, feminine top. I love the unique features of the cowl neck here. We also have these tabs in one of the views. And I also added these decorative vintage buttons. I just thought without the buttons, the tabs just were blending in too much with this fabric, and you couldn't really see them. They weren't that defined. I think the buttons define it. And it's just a wonderful little top cut on the bias, 2 pieces, a front and a back, and you can make this in a couple of hours and you got yourself a nice summer top. It also has this dip in the back, this cut low back drape, and it's finished with bias tape. And this crinkle cut, it just gives us this natural little ruffle here at the bottom, which is cute. And it's just a simple top. And you can bling it up what I did was I'm wearing these jeggings I got from Walmart, and I have these flip-flops with a little bling on them. So you could just elevate your look and just look a little more dressy with those details. That's what you do. You get accessories, make them work for you, have fun with them. So this is one look I wanted to show you. I'll give you a little walk so you can see my whole outfit. Great with the flip-flops. Is it lunchtime yet? Because I'm ready to go out with this outfit, wearing my capri jeggings. These jeggings that I'm wearing, these white ones, and the long jeggings that you saw, are both from Walmart. They're the Time and True brand, believe it or not. And it's perfect for a great outing with this top. And I also have these tennis shoes that I'm wearing that I got at Walmart too. So I just wanted to show you another look. You could just accessorize and be ready for the day. So that's the top. I love this pattern. It's a tried and true that I'll be sewing over and over again. And of course, for this one with the tabs, it wouldn't be special without these vintage buttons that Elaine Winterstein gifted me. Thank you again, Elaine. You're so thoughtful. And my subscribers, they are thoughtful. I get things in the mail, notes, gifts, and I appreciate every one of you. So I want to show you this fabric. This is from Hobby Lobby. It's a crinkle cut, and I got this a couple of years ago. I'm trying to go through my stash. I thought it was appropriate for this top. It's free, flowy, and feminine. My favorite combination. So now let's talk about next week's pattern giveaway. Next week, I'm going to be giving away 2 patterns. This combination would be jeans and a top. These are sizes, both sizes are from 18 women's to 24 women's. 18W to 24W. And the top pattern, it's labeled as easy. Let me show you each pattern. This one's labeled as easy. It's a woven. Let's see, it calls for crepe de chine, challis, and charmeuse. And here are the line drawings. The notions are buttons and single fold bias tape. So you have a sleeveless, the long sleeve. We have with pockets, without pockets, a great variety. And the next pattern is McCalls 5894. This is a denim jeans pattern. How exciting. Same sizes, 18 women's to 24 women's. And you have different jeans in here. Let's look at this. Oh, it's a Palmer plush with those views right there. And let's see, what else? Suggested fabrics, denim, poplin, twill, stretch denim. Lining is cotton blends. I guess it has some lining, probably for the pockets. And notions, we have the 7-inch zipper and the buttons. So this is very cute. So this combination is going to be in next week's giveaway. So what are the rules of the giveaway? You need to be a resident of US or Canada, because that's where I ship to. You need to be a subscriber to this channel. Please thumbs up this video and then answer the question of the week. And this week's question is, when you travel or go on vacation, do you sew? Put it in the comments. Please post your response by Monday the 12th at midnight. I will respond with the word entered, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. I will reveal the winner on Friday's video on May 16th. Good luck! So I hope you found this video informative and fun, and most of all, I hope you were so inspired.